Actually, I'm the Additional Director of Health Services, at the same time the Member Secretary of the Meghalaya Medical Services Recruitment Board. So at this juncture, I would like to read out the press release on the Meghalaya Medical Services Recruitment Board on those allegations which are being raised by many sections of the media. So I will just read out the clarifications. So while I was reading the clarifications, if there is anything to be discussed, we will take the discussion or the question later on. Here we are with me also, the Deputy Director of Nursing, Spiti Malinda Mardanya, who is also with us. So the allegation raised, so we feel that the Mmsrb face very serious allegations concerning the irregularities in the recruitment process, including the accusation that non-present candidates were also shortlisted. So we feel that these allegations have been categorically denied by the Mmsrb. So we will see in the recruitment of the advertisement, the recruitment was initiated by the advertisement number HSM/MMSRB/nursing/12/24/19, dated 30th July 2024, where detailing of about 164 vacancies for staff nurse and 78 vacancies for ANM. So this including the breakdowns as per the state reservation policy, along with the required qualifications and also the age relaxation provisions. So you have already seen in the advertisement, which is already in the public domain. So the application and eligibility process. So we would like to inform all the media, the press, that after receiving a total of about 5,603 applications for the staff nurse, 706 applications for the ANMs. After the due process is completed, the admit card were issued and are being downloaded by the concerned candidates. So importantly, I would like to tell you that at this time, there was no document verification occurred at the pre-written examination stage in compliance with the Office Memorandum Number BR/AR 25/2022 Part/23. This memorandum mandates that document verification be deferred until after candidates have passed or cleared the written examination. Okay. So therefore, the select list or the shortlisting of the candidates based on the merit was done. Following the written examination, the Meghalaya Medical Services Recruitment Board shortlisted 495 candidates for staff nurse and 263 candidates for ANMs based solely on the merit. So the number of shortlisted candidates was more than 3 times the number of vacancies for each category, with the anticipation that certain number of our candidates may not possess the proper documentations, especially the Meghalaya Nursing Council registrations, and also in view of the fact that the Meghalaya Medical Services Recruitment Board desires to fill up the entire vacancy within the current year. So we do not want to leave any vacancy. That is our desire. So there were objections and corrections. So after publishing the short-listed candidates, there were a series of objections raised, primarily that the list was not categorized according to the reservation. So the Meghalaya Medical Services Recruitment Board, we compiled with the demand and published a revised list, classified according to the categories with marks obtained by each and every candidate. Still, there are further disputes. Despite this, further dissatisfaction led to a meeting in the office of the Honorable Minister, Madam Dr. Ampareen, on the 30th of September 2024. It was then represented by the various pressure group, where we had a decision that the roll numbers and the marks of all the candidates would be published in a descending order, and at this time, the candidate could file any formal complaints, any grievances, any dissatisfaction if they have with the grievances redressal cell of the Meghalaya Medical Services Recruitment Board. So it was verification will be conducted only for those candidates who qualify based on the vacancies. Therefore, in the event of failure to produce the required document, the next candidate based on the merit will be called or will be considered. This is which we have already sent to the notification on dated on the 1st of October. On the 1st of October, on the 30th of September, sorry. I think it's already there and also in the website. Therefore, the notification dated 30th 9/2024, which we have published the list of all the shortlisted candidates according to the category. We had already cancelled that list. So we also have some errors and oversight from our side. So we have, there were certain allegations that the roll number were appeared twice. I think there are so many of them, we would like the clarification also. So some we would like to state again and again, actually we had already rectified this also, even though the order, the notification has already been cancelled. But for all of you to know now, some candidates, they applied both in category of khasinews as well as Garo, especially in the sports category. So we have around about 60 number of candidates who appeared for the sports category. As we had already discussed earlier, already mentioned that at this point of time, we could not verify any of the candidates. And then the verifications of all the sports candidates will be done by the sports department during the verification process. So therefore, some candidates apply in both the category of khasinews and Garo and sports category, of which a separate list for the on the sports category was also taken up. Hence, the double of the roll numbers is being rectified both in the notice and at the same notification which I mentioned has also been cancelled. So there were allegations also again, errors and oversight again in the dated 1st of October 2024 in that notice, where a corrigendum was also sent, like one roll number 1040 and another one roll number 0140. So in fact, the board acknowledged an error wherein the roll number 1040 appeared twice with two different marks in the earlier list. Kindly note that this is the list when we had released on the 1st, then not that one which we had already cancelled. But the same was an error and the corrigendum was also made on the same day, and the same day we had corrected, and the roll number 1040 obtaining 60 marks was to be read as 0140. So the roll number of 1040 is getting 58 marks, and the roll number 0140 it's getting 60 marks. Then another thing which I would like to inform you is that there was also an allegation in the newspaper, I think yesterday or I think few days back, that there are some candidates who did not appear even for the examination, even the roll number were also seen marked as present or the marks. So I want to clarify this. In fact, this number is 0597. Actually, this is the staff nurse. We have two cadres. Okay, when we release the last list, when we published the list on the 1st of October 2024, there was a list for the staff nurse which has around 13 pages. There was a list of the A&M which has around 3 pages. So the particular candidate belonging to the staff nurse, they just take a screenshot that 0597 is my roll number. However, I did not appear. How come the marks were there? But we have already rectified, we have clarified. The 0597 is the A&M's roll number. Who appeared, she also belongs to a Garo category. She appeared and her marks is at 51. So there is no such thing that saying that the candidate who did not appear at all, that marks were given. I think we are all clear on that. So the fair process assurance, the Meghalaya Medical Services Recruitment Board, we would like to conclude by reaffirming their commitment to a fair and transparent recruitment process, and we reiterate that the appointment of the shortlisted candidate is subject to document verifications, because the document verification is also a process. We are still in the process for the document verifications. Therefore, if there is anyone among the aggrieved candidate, if you think that there is any injustice has been done to you, you can write to the grievances redressal cell of the Meghalaya Medical Service Recruitment Board. You can email to us. We will. There were some error and there's some error, and at the same time, there was an allegation that the same roll number appears twice, thrice. No, that is part of the sports category. Okay, that then again, when we had to release, when we are asked to release again the second list as per the category, then we had taken a decision to increase more than the 3 times of the vacancy. Hence the number of extra number 46. Another one thing which I would like to clarify here, that everything is being done in a very fair and transparent manner. Why do we have extra? On doing 3.3 times, again, since there is no negative markings, there are so many candidates who are getting same marks. So we have to draw the line, whom do we call? Had we received the application before, supposing the date of birth, supposing if we had to take the date of birth, then maybe we will be able to determine. But since at the time of application, we allow all the applicants we allow all the applicants to appear, hence we could not verify. That is also the reason why there was an extra 46 list. Again, I would like to inform you, this list, it's still not a final list. It's just a select list. It's just a preparation for the verification of the documents.
There was a major error regarding physical verification. It is mentioned 2005, 2006, 2008. Sorry, 18 or something. 8.
No, I will tell you what happened to that. See, I'm telling you, there is human error, there is technical error. Even though that list, the notification is still been cancelled. At the time when we called the candidate to come for physical verification, so we had to do what we had planned is that we will start from today. As per the discussion, we thought we'll start from today, 3rd, 4th, 5th, like that, no. And then there are candidates on the 8th, if I'm not mistaken. So where instead of writing 8, 10, 20, 24, we write 25, 26, 27. That is also typo error. It's not something that we do it intentionally.
Another allegation is that OMR is allegedly tampered with, because they are saying candidates, they should have got higher marks, but they have not got.
Yes, okay.
Answer key.
Yes. No, okay. That's such a transparent process of examination which we have done. I think the candidates, the staff nurses candidate who had already appeared and scored, they came and meet us today with Madam DHS. They said, this is the first time, Madam, we have gone to so many exams. This is the first time that we have seen that the examination has been done in a very fair and transparent manner. Right? Even the center were videographed. Each and every center were videographed. Then again, apart from that, what they were saying is that now even if you think that you should get 87 or 88, but according to the answer keys, you feel that it is not correct. I would like to see my marks. The door is open for all those candidates, but you cannot just come like that. You have to write through an email, express your desire, what is your constraint, what is your grievances. We will show you the OMR response sheet. You will show you the OMR response sheet. You will see with your own eyes, you will calculate, but you will see only your own scorecard. It is open, anyone can come. If you think that OMR response sheet is being tampered, then yes, I leave it to you. If you think that it's done, then I have no say. Whatever we have done in a fair and transparent manner. But if they think that the candidate feels that their OMR response sheet is being tampered, those candidates, we advise them to come, meet us, write through an email, see with your own eyes, submit your roll number, then you will see whether your OMR response sheet is being tampered or not.
Okay, is the life of the...
pun simple bah ya ki candidate muta na mangila pun simple adu kata ba daki kwa ban apply ki staff nurse katu ko portal kala ayat pe ba kan lek si staff nurse di kwa ban apply si NM katu ko portal kala ayat si NM nang ta pada kumtu ko ki si shopping online dai kum ki pedan kami ki mobile nang ta pada sibuk muta ki ong mangin hak select in select ngade khasi jantia kategori tekal ayat si select list kala ai tik khasi jantia Cuba mentang ada garu, kila select tik garu. Cuba mentang ada reserve kandari, tik patik. Naronang ta kadon ke email ke bengiyo rukyong. Ya problem se ini pek ngamla ban upload nomor balai kadon teng internet iya ini kini ki papet. Internet issue is always there. Dia nata kadang isyong ki up shua sepersyang biang. Ni persyang kat bala nak kalian juga buat mangin pensuk ki kandit. Mar kini ki beri jong ite. Ni kwa ya kini ki beri jong ni bikin yo ekakam. Ni dan ni trace kita met but step ban penbiang bangiyo ya kini ki poster si span misal hadu bangi trace kita bangi permi ni sya keno kita ki jingmi double list dai ni ong bah kapor bangi ai ka final result ni yo take si span misal nambah ladang isu ai si span misal ni kot hadin kata sau homot kimbiang ki kot kisla si sian bala declare ka supreme court kam sya syu banu waiting list do nong mangi bat step ni terus hitam ni perkhat ngin penbiang kan temagin tip pada kawan pada dakum ni thawat ni mlak penhun yu pai ba mo dan raina kaliang jungi ku Mmsrb kadai ga Mmsrb ku parang share ke parang kat arsnam menta ni persyang ban reach out ikini hado ba ngaku bagian ya tu ifi ba ka YouTube video lele nakadaw bakin nang kuno ki kena jungi ban fail ni kita ki UMRC ni pha ka YouTube video shabara khait ngatrai kala long available ka YouTube kumno pa fin tho fin eu kata ka bangi persyang naki bangin reach out ki fi ong ki banyarap ta ni kwa banyarap ki don naki kena jongi ki ong ni ngam sotho bahai ka tu mangan le ko ma response ngong ila ai YouTube video la dangi la tik kumta ngi le kumta nei to kata ka benta jongi dan ni invigilators Khubor ni invigilators ki pala experience sudah ki pala aju le ma ko UMR kam deshi ko matamai ta ki kena jongi lele ki pala kam start ki don mo kini ki belajar le ki exam ki bon ki la ong OMR kum kala step hai kita den ri ngam ong pada don pada ki jongi ki staff nas bapli ki pala khamrang ba mo kala kham tuluan dai tengi yang kuno ki pidan kam piwan ni penikai du yaki lara ki kwa bakin nang isu ki tuluan mar boleh hakapor ni ai OMR response sheet ni kwa ta bakan do masih sian ki bakala bakin sarkil itu tang shu bakala mo na do ken takadaw ngim kwa ya kita bakan dong ni reach out ni persyang ban hikai ki dekat bangila ai le ibore bare ni persyang dan rai ka jing keno kan dan bai ngin nomla ai da ban penhun lu dia barak khon namar rai ka jemut jongi nim dan ai ka basmio yano ban penmong yano ban keno yano ban kentho ni ya pisa gi media le ni sutanat piwan pi kwa ai clarification kadai ka puari bangin Pynshai pisa barak mar dei ngba kila pathai Khuborjylla ikot Khuborjylla kin ya chinon kondong ya to ya ai kin shisha pangila ai keren kin sha kin hanang bagi beri kin yo biang ta ka jinshania mentala rahi ong don kan recruitment board ila ai le recruitment shisha kila i berbuat ki ong kontrak nurse ne kontrak doktor ne kontrak paramedik ne kat pangila ka government ka ai la bayangi bangin penba nrai ha ka jing trai kam ka don ka jing duna tambah ngimdai pada bangi kam rectify ndai da bangi ong kam le ai kani ka rectification process ko ba fi ong fi balai kumta ngila persyang man pernah den rai ki invigilators pada conduct ka exam gila ai training yaki shua biki kena jongi kin attempt ya ko ma response ni ki up shua wat pat le tat hadu na labatai fi dan rai teng bapli ka jing nervous ndai la kum sedang no te don hi ka tanga susan ai mo nga nomor balai ngai le dia di doktor ndai kinas kide kiwei ki balong kinok kesan ba i hospital jongi takadaw ni balay ngele sitam ani na mangi kwa ti kini kinas jongi bikin rung kakam de ngi kang ngadam kata kajing sungun ta jongi hakajing nervous pi madam nila kum sarkel ai no asada ka wei tini mla asyu man ai ka wei hanta ki ten rai ban ong pada bangi le khnang ban pentut ya ka exam bangi kwa man le tu bangi thung yi gibre jang no ublai unut nas jongi sutu ngimdan ni ban hai kalam fair do kata bahado ada pikwa ban pet iki kemat lajang pisar kil sishana pi bakalana wan pet kan ma
ka kenya juga jinsai lah
requirement to add to the Health and Family Welfare Department through the experiences that the Health and Family Welfare Department had gone through during the COVID due to the shortage of medical staff, both in all the areas as far as medical services are concerned. And in order to conduct examinations so that we could fill up the backlog vacant posts for all the medical services, especially the doctors and the nurses, this board was brought into the picture. And since then, considering the fact that we have already conducted successfully 2 examinations for our doctors, including junior specialists, this nurses examination was also conducted with the same intentions and the objectives to ensure that many of our qualified nurses who are looking for government jobs are recruited under this particular examination that had taken place. I would like to add to the query that Ba has just raised to the fact that some invigilators had said that they were quite unsure about the procedure as to how the examination has taken place. I absolutely refute that allegation that has been raised, because the board had taken all the pains, like our joint DHS has added, to ensure that the invigilators, including the grade 4s, right, if I'm not mistaken, including the grade 4s, had been trained, given prior training and prior almost like a dress rehearsal in the State Convention Center prior to the conduct of the exam, where almost a kind of a step-by-step guideline had been given to them on what time they are to reach, what are the duties, what are their responsibilities outside the classroom, inside the classroom. In all of the centers that we had, both in Shillong as well as one center in Tura, there were senior officials from the Health and Welfare Department, mostly from the Directorate of Health Services, who had been taken out from their offices in order to do these duties as exam controllers and supervisors in all of these centers. The chairman himself, the member secretaries, I am the members administration of the board. We all took up our own responsibilities, including all the 3 directors of the health services, the MI research as well as the MCH, who had been moving around the centers to ensure that videography is in place, to ensure invigilators are in place, to ensure the police is there, law and order, and all other aspects which are required in order to ensure the free and fair conduct of the examinations was done. So therefore, we would like to ensure and assure all the fellow people from the nursing services that, as has been clarified by your senior officers here, all possible ways and means have been taken up to ensure that this particular exam is free and fair, and as far as is possible, there have been absolutely no human intervention to the fact that these OMR sheets have been handled, or have been mishandled. So please, if you have any more doubts on the fact that your OMR sheets are tampered or any such other doubts, as has been said, please feel free to come and meet us in the grievance redressal cell through email or even through an application, even a phone call. It will be duly addressed. Thank you. I hope that clears.